Note to learner: this video provides content that will be hosted on the Ginnie Mae LMS in the near future. In this video, you will not be able to interact with screen content to include selecting pop-ups, launching resource hyperlinks, and answering knowledge check questions. Nonetheless, you will be presented with all of the content presented in the interactive e-learning training. Though the audio narration may request that you select items or buttons on the screen, please pause the video to read the content and then select play to continue with the video. When the video advances to a knowledge check, please pause the video and try to answer the question in your head. Select play to see the correct answer or answers to the question.
Welcome to the Single Family Additional Investor Reporting Requirements Training. The purpose of this training is to examine single-family additional investor reporting requirements in the reporting and feedback application to include monthly reporting certification, Custodial Account Verification, CAVs, widely held fixed investment trust, WHFIT reporting, Servicemembers Civil Relief Act, SCRA, and Remittance Advice reporting. Select objectives to learn what you will be able to do by the end of this module. Select Next to continue when you are ready. Take a moment to examine additional monthly reporting requirements. Select any calendar item to learn the specific requirements for monthly reporting. You may download the complete single-family investor reporting workflow and timeline document from Resources. Select Next to continue when you are ready. For each monthly reporting period, each issuer is required to certify the monthly pool and loan data reported to Ginnie Mae. This certification must be completed using the monthly reporting certification screen located within RFS. This monthly reporting certification may be done as early as the 10th business day of the month, but no later than 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the 14th business day of the month. Select Next to continue. To access the monthly reporting certification, you will need to access the Reporting and Feedback System, RFS, using the following steps. 1. Log into My Ginnie Mae. 2. Select Tools at the top right of the interface. 3. Select PASF under the Applications menu. 4. Select RFS tab. Select Next to continue. Once you have navigated to RFS, to access the monthly reporting certification function, you will 1. Select Exception Feedback from the drop-down menu. 2. Select the Summary tab. 3. Ensure the correct issuer number and reporting period have been selected. Selecting the Summary tab shows a roll-up of all of the pool and loan level information that has been accepted from file upload or manual entry for the current month. This screen presents a snapshot of the monthly reporting activity and total number of outstanding exceptions. 4. Select the monthly certification link in the lower right-hand corner. Select Next to continue. Issuers and sub-servicers must have a secure ID token. Once you select the monthly certification link, you are presented with the certification screen. For issuers, the user ID must be a signer on Form HUD 11702, Resolution of Board of Directors, and Certificate of Authorized Signatures, and the name on the form must match exactly the name on the RSA token form. For example, one form cannot use a middle initial if the other form does not. For sub-servicers, the user must be a signer on the issuer's form HUD 11702 and have the form HUD 11707 Master Servicing Agreement approved in the Master Agreements Management System. Select Next to continue. So, are there consequences to missing the reporting deadline? Let's examine a real-world case in point. A few months ago, an issuer missed the 14th BD deadline for monthly certifications because there was only one person that had access to complete the certification. Unfortunately, that person was out on unexpected medical leave. There can be civil monetary penalties assessed against the issuer for missing a required deadline. Therefore, a best practice would be to have multiple backups with an RSA token for the monthly reporting certification process. Select Next to continue. Now, try this knowledge check. Now, check your understanding. Issuers must submit a Custodial Account Verification (CAVS) report between the 6th and 15th BD of March, June, September, and December, stating that the fund's custodian meets the requirements. This report may be entered using the File Upload tab in RFS or by manually entering the data online. Select Next to continue. To access the Custodial Account Verification screen to verify records, 1. Navigate to RFS from Tools. 2. Select the PA-SF link under RFS. 3. Select RFS tab drop-down menu. 4. Select Pool Accounting, Single Family. 5. Select the Quarterly Verification tab. Select Next to continue. Chapter 16 of the Mortgage-Backed Securities (MBS) Guide states that all issuers must segregate the cash flow from pooled mortgages by identifying principal and interest (P&I), taxes, insurance premiums, and other escrows, late charges, assumption fees, and any other fees or miscellaneous collections. Select Custodial Funds to learn more. When you are ready, select Next to continue. RFS Widely Held Fixed Investment Trust (WHFIT) tax information determined by the issuer is due by the 10th calendar day (CD) of January, April, July, and October. Corrections are due by the 15th CD of the month. Issuers are provided with standard file layout in order to meet the IRS WHFIT tax reporting requirement. In accordance with the IRS regulation, Ginnie Mae will publish this data on Ginnie Mae's tax and factor reporting website. Select Reporting to learn more. Select Next to continue when you are ready. Issuers can report tax information by either uploading a tax file or manually entering the data. When issuers access the WHFIT module under RFS, they will have access to the file upload functionality for uploading tax files by selecting the WHFIT Files radio button. Alternatively, issuers can manually report the monthly pool tax information by utilizing the monthly reporting data entry screen. To access WHFIT for manual entry, 1. Navigate to RFS from Tools. 2. Select WHFIT. 3. Select RFS tab drop-down menu. 4. Select Widely Held Fixed Investment Trust, WHFIT. 5. Select the Issuer tab. 6. Select Monthly Reporting. Each tax file submission must adhere to the file naming standards and conventions as outlined in Appendix 6-18, Widely Held Fixed Investment Trust. Select Next to continue. Now, try this knowledge check. Now, check your understanding. Now, check your understanding. The Servicemembers Civil Relief Act, SCRA, is an application within RFS to process issuer requests for reimbursement of interest forgiven to borrowers under the Servicemembers Civil Relief Act. This module provides a mechanism to process eligibility and reimbursement requests available to service members of the U.S. Armed Forces who are currently on active duty. The program provides financial assistance to qualifying service members by limiting the maximum annual rate of interest on debts incurred to 6% on the borrower's home loan. SCRA provides that no obligation or liability incurred by a borrower who is entering active military duty shall bear interest at a rate in excess of 6% a year. This applies to obligations or liabilities incurred before entering the service, during service, and for 1 year after leaving service. Once the borrower's period of active military duty and 1 year thereafter is over, the issuer is permitted to collect the rate of interest provided for in the mortgage. Ginnie Mae is authorized to reimburse issuers for interest forgiven under the SCRA for the borrower's period of active military duty and for up to 1 year following the active duty period. Ginnie Mae reimburses issuers provided that the borrower was on active duty on or after July 30, 2008, as provided for in the Housing and Economic Recovery Act of 2008. Select Submission Schedule to learn more. Select Next to continue when you are ready. To access Servicemembers Civil Relief Act, SCRA, 1. Navigate to RFS. 2. Select the RFS tab drop-down menu. 3. Select Servicemembers Civil Relief Act, SCRA. The SCRA application has 5 tabs, including Home, Eligibility, Reimbursement, E-Library, and User Guide. The home screen offers links to topics on eligibility processing, reimbursement processing, the e-library, and other information. Each of the tabs on the SCRA screen offers the same link access for additional information as delineated on the home screen. Note that SCRA requests for reimbursement are due by the 10th calendar day of February, May, August, and November. Select Next to continue. Now, check your understanding. Now, check your understanding. Issuers that make payments directly to holders of certified Ginnie Mae securities are required to submit Remittance Advice information to the relevant security holders and Ginnie Mae. The issuer's monthly Remittance Advice HUD 11714 form can be accessed through RFS. To access Remittance Advice, 1. Navigate to RFS. 2. Select the drop-down menu from RFS tab. 3. Select Pool Accounting Single Family. 4. Select Remittance Advice. In the current period, issuers can view, update, create, and delete monthly Remittance Advice records. All other periods are view only. Issuers may also report their 11/7/14 monthly Remittance Advice and 11/7/14 SN monthly serial note Remittance Advice data via the Ginnie Mae file upload, as described in Appendix 6-10 and Appendix 6-11. The monthly remittance download report provides a list of the records entered and a summary of the total number of records and total dollar amounts. Select Next to continue. To view, enter, or edit Remittance Advice records online, 1. Select the Issuer ID. 2. Enter the Pool ID. 3. Enter the certificate number. 4. Select a reporting period. 5. Select Go. Note, all 4 fields must be populated. The next screen provides data when a valid pool ID and certificate number are entered. Note, if a prior report period was selected, the records are read-only. If the current report period was selected, the issuer can view, update, create a new record, and delete Remittance Advice records. If a record already exists in the current period, that record is displayed and can be viewed, updated, and saved or deleted. If no record was found in the current period, the system will display the prior record if available. Note, items A through G will be blank. Select Next to continue. To follow the Remittance Advice process, 1. Review the data provided and edit as applicable. Be sure to enter the current pay date and create date. 2. Complete items A through E and item G. Item F is read-only and will be calculated based on items A through E. 3. Select Save. Select Next to continue. Now, try this knowledge check. Now, check your understanding. The goal of this training module was to examine single-family additional investor reporting requirements in the Reporting and Feedback System, RFS, to include monthly reporting certification, Funds Custodial Account Verification, CAVs, Widely Held Fixed Investment Trust, WHFIT, reporting, Servicemembers Civil Relief Act, SCRA, and Remittance Advice. You examine the timeline for monthly reporting certification and learn to navigate to the screen by selecting Tools, RFS, Exception Feedback, Summary tab, Monthly Certification link. You also explored the quarterly timeline for CAVs and WHFIT reporting. You then examined multiple types of custodial funds, but found that the issuer must maintain separate accounting records for each pool, each loan package, and each program. You learned to access the quarterly verification screen for CAVs reporting by navigating to Tools, RFS, Pool Accounting, Single Family, Quarterly Verification tab, which gives you access to the verification records to enter data for an existing record or to enter a new quarterly verification record. Then you learn that WHFIT tax reporting has a standard file layout to meet IRS requirements. Issuers can access WHFIT in RFS and use the file upload functionality to submit their tax file or manually report the monthly pool tax information by accessing the monthly reporting data entry screen. Next, you learned about the Servicemembers Civil Relief Act, SCRA, that provides financial assistance to qualifying service members by limiting the borrower's maximum rate of interest on debts incurred to 6% during active military duty and for 1 year thereafter. You learn to access the SCRA from the RFS drop-down menu. Finally, you learn that issuers that make payments directly to holders of certificated Ginnie Mae securities are required to submit remittance advice information to the relevant security holders and Ginnie Mae. You also navigated to the Remittance Advice screen by selecting RFS, Pool Accounting, Single Family, Remittance Advice. Select Objectives for a review of what you have learned. You may use the Exit button to leave the presentation at this time.